DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We're talking about change, real upgrades, real edits that some of us make in life. Many of us want to make. Everybody says they want to undergo, but most people never do. Only a small percentage of people ever really do. Point is this: I sent out this text a couple days ago from when I'm making this, and I send out a daily motivation text for free every day. So if you want to get it, just text me at 305-384-6894. Numbers down below in the description. But I said in there, very simple concept, that real change requires discipline, commitment, and hard work. It requires actual effort, and it requires actual time. The challenge for many of us, and the challenge for many of us in the world that we're in now, is that we can get everything instantly, like through our phones. You can pull up anything you want to watch, listen to, read, hear, or see, or look at immediately. And it appears, because of the way some things appear to happen for people, that you could go from 0 to 100 in terms of pretty much anything in a very short period of time. It appears that way, but that's actually an illusion. Real change and real upgrades, real edits that happen in anybody's life requires a real amount of serious, committed, dedicated work. There are no shortcuts to it. Even though we have all this instant access, you got instant access to anything. I mean, basically YouTube is the new TV, and Instagram is the new, I don't even know what is the new version of it. It's like a magazine, right? You can see anything anybody wants to post. Lifestyle is basically what Instagram is. TikTok is the new, I don't know what you want to call that, TV commercials. And Twitter is the new newspaper feed. You don't have to wait till the morning to get the newspaper. It comes out immediately. So a lot of stuff that we have through our phones and through our connectivity makes everything seem instant. And this is the thing. The phones are a relatively new thing. But this whole concept of people saying they want to change, get better, improve, step their game up and all that, none of this is new. These are not new concepts. For as long as humans have existed, people have talked all this. I'm going to do this. I want to do that. I got the desire to get here. I want to step my game up. I want to, improve. I want to get better, etc., etc. People have been saying things like that for as long as there have been human beings. And the only difference now is that it appears that you can do it quickly, but you can't. It's still the same process. We just have access to other tools. The thing is, everybody says they want to get better. Most people actually have a true desire to get better. There's a few people, it's like a funnel. A bunch of people enter through the top. There's a few people who say they want to get better, but they really don't. They're just basically paying what we call paying lip service to it. So they're saying all the stuff that sounds good, but they don't really believe it. They're not serious about getting better. So they don't do much. They say it, they do nothing. These are the people that you might know. You just say that they're all talk, right? They always say the stuff that sounds good, but they never actually do it. We know about these people. The next level of people are the people who they say it, they do actually want it, but are they actually willing to do the work? And this is a big part of the funnel where we lose a whole lot of people, because a lot of people think doing the work to get better is something that's supposed to be easy or simple or quick or painless, and it's none of those things. All of those are false ideas. If any of you think that you stepping your game up and getting to a higher level in your life is going to be easy, fast, convenient, or painless, you're wrong. It's going to be the opposite of all of these. It's going to take time. It's going to be hard to do. It's going to require some discomfort on your part, whatever's uncomfortable for you, because by definition it requires you stepping outside of your comfort zone. We'll get to that in a minute. And I forgot even what the last one was that I said. It's not going to be convenient. It's going to be inconvenient for you. So first of all, the easy part. I think everybody understands this. If you want to change in life, you would already have changed. The fact that you haven't changed is proof in the pudding that you're in your comfort zone. And we all understand how the comfort zone works, right? It's a circle. It's basically the sphere of things that you are comfortable with doing and being around and seeing and saying and how you're comfortable living. If you want to change in any way, whether to get better or it sometimes even be to get worse. But let's just say if you want to change and get better, you got to step outside of your comfort zone, which means doing something that might not be objectively hard for the average person, but it might be hard for you because it requires you stepping outside of what you're comfortable with meaning doing something you're not used to doing, which means it's uncomfortable, relatively speaking, for you. Might not be uncomfortable for everybody, but it's uncomfortable for you. That is a requirement of change. If you want to make any kind of change in your life, it's not going to be convenient. It goes hand in hand with the comfort zone concept, because your comfort zone are things that are convenient and easy for you. So for me, I like to run outside. Tomorrow I'm gonna run outside, probably like 6 miles in the morning. So it's comfortable for me to do that. It might not be comfortable for you to run even 1 mile. So if somebody tells me, Dre, run 4 miles, that's in my comfort zone. But if they say run a marathon, that's outside of my comfort zone. But for you, running up 2 flights of stairs might be outside of your comfort zone. So getting better and changing in life is going to require you stepping outside of your comfort zone, doing something that's inconvenient for you, relatively speaking, based on what you are comfortable with and what you are used to. That's the only way you can change, is by stepping outside of what you're used to. Because everything that you're used to is in your comfort zone. That means you got to step outside of it. And it's not going to be convenient. You're probably, and I'm going to be writing an article about this. I'm actually going to talk about this on my podcast as well. For you to really make change in your life, you're going to have to sacrifice some sacred cows. What that means is, you're going to have to take some things in your life, or at least one thing in your life that you hold sacred. Something that you're like, I'm never changing this. I'm never not going to do this. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going in this direction. I'm always going to be this way. And you're going to have to make an edit to one of those sacred cows. Something you're going to have to sacrifice and give up that you thought you would never give up. You're going to have to give it up to make the real change that you want to make in your life. It's not going to have to be everything, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to change, that you're going to have to give up, in order to step into a different version of who you are. Because we know the concept of success in life is be, do, have. You got to change who you're being, meaning the way that you see yourself, your self-image, and the way that you approach life. Then the actions come, and then the results come. And if you don't follow that process, you're not going to get the results that you want. And many people have tried, many people have failed. Everyone who's tried it has failed if they didn't follow the process in the right way. You got to change how you see yourself first, then you change what you do, then you change the results and what you end up having, in that order. So when it comes to making real change in life, this is the concept that I want you to keep in mind. And I'm telling you all this just to remind you, this is for everybody, that if you say that you're working on yourself right now, or working on your game, or working on your business, or working on your body, or working on your finances, your health, your relationships, your whatever, your career, anything that you're working on, if everything that you're doing is easy, convenient, is all within your comfort zone, and it's happening pretty fast, you're not actually doing any work. You are not actually working on yourself if all of those things are happening. It's going to be hard, it's going to take time, it's going to be inconvenient, and it's not going to be something that you're just easily comfortable with. That's the very ethos of why change is change. And this is the reason why most people don't change in life, even though, like I said, everybody talks about changing. Many people want to change, but very few people actually change, because it requires actual work. And many people don't want to do the actual work. Let me back up. Many people say that they want to do the actual work until they find out what the actual work is. Then they don't want to actually do it. When they find out that it's not as easy or as simple as it looked. When they were, listening to somebody talk about it in a 3-minute YouTube video, it sounded so simple when the guy talked about it in the advertisement, right? But then when you get in there and you see what actually has to be done, it's a whole different ballgame. So I want you to just think about that and think about what it means for you and your progress and where you want to go in life, and really ask yourself how serious you really are about it, because that's when you're going to find out. And listen, it's your life. At the end of it, the only thing that's going to matter is what you did with your opportunity that we call life out here. Nothing else matters. All that matters is what you did with the opportunity. You either did something or you did nothing. And that's that. So text me to get my daily motivation. My number is 305-384-6894. And actually, we'll just leave it at that. Text me to get my daily motivation. You'll find out everything else once you get in my text list. So that's my number right there. Work on your game. Dre all day.